Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about an interesting Grand Theft Auto 6 leak that came out the other day on 4chan, and we'll be talking about if it's real, it's fake, how realistic it sounds, and the details of it as well. So, as always, take this with a grain of salt. This is not coming officially from Rockstar, but we have seen Rockstar-related Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption leaks posted on this website 4chan turn out to be real. So you have to be cautiously optimistic here. So that's what we're going to do. So it came out today on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. And this is how it goes. So we'll run through everything and then we'll talk about it in detail. So this user said, play tested a small portion of GTA 6 for about 2 hours. Two male protagonists, Sebastian and Mateo. Sebastian is a cop. Mateo is a low-level criminal, able to switch at any time, like in GTA 5. Sebastian and Mateo have a connection that they don't know about. From a brief summary we received, I expect them to be brothers or something, but that's just a guess. Didn't get to see them interact. Modern-day Vice City and surrounding area. Couldn't open the map, and the group watching us dissuaded us from leaving the city during the free play section. Cars felt good to drive, not as floaty as 4, but not as arcadey like 5. Sebastian can do cop missions, think true crime style street crime, but also fully fledged missions. Mateo does the illegal stuff. I robbed a liquor store and a few cars. As Sebastian, you get punished for doing illegal things like shooting people or crashing too much, unless you're on duty. On duty, you can do whatever, but the mission fails if you do it too much. And my pay was docked, and they said if you do it too much, you get locked out of playing as Sebastian for a while. Only normal mission we did was Mateo and a few other guys robbing a gang house in the suburbs. Sebastian shows up with the cops, but you escape. The gameplay then switched to Sebastian to continue with his point of view for the mission, chasing the getaway vehicle. With Mateo and crew, couldn't freely switch characters during the mission. And then a little bit more follow-up. Interaction menu, just like Red Dead Redemption 2. The game, looks-wise, is about on par with Red Dead as well. Guns and equipment are stored in your car. Guns you carry appear on your person, and you can't conceal large weapons. The wanted system was turned off, but they said it's overhauled completely, allowing more nuances and escapes. Cars did not require gas. Mateo had different clothing and hair in the main mission sequence from the free play sequence, so you can still change that stuff, I'm guessing. Nothing was shown about body changes like weight, so IDK. That's pretty much the gist of it. So, well, I know that was a lot to process there, so let's just kind of go point by point talking about some of the interesting nuances here. So, this guy got to play GTA 6 for about 2 hours, only a small portion of it. He said there's two protagonists, Sebastian and Mateo. One of them is a cop, and Mateo is a low-level criminal. This one to me sounds kind of weird because it's Grand Theft Auto, so why would you be a good guy in a game like Grand Theft Auto and not like criminals like we've seen? Either way, you have the ability to switch like in Grand Theft Auto 5, so going from Michael, Trevor, Franklin, it would be a very similar process. There's a connection that they don't know about. Brothers seems like it's an okay guess, but maybe they have like some other familial connection. So modern day Vice City and the surrounding area, this has been what we have seen on many of leaks in the past. I think of all the leaks we've seen so far, Vice City and modern day and its surrounding areas seems to be the best guess on where the series is going to head next. This next part was a little weird. They couldn't open the map. Like, I don't understand that. And then the group watching dissuaded us from leaving the city. The only reason why I could see that is because the game is not necessarily ready. Like, they completed the city first, and then the other areas of the map might not have been ready to go. But that just seems weird, like why you couldn't open the map. I kind of like, if this is true, the direction cars are going. I don't know if you guys play GTA 4, but the cars did feel like they were feeling on the road. It's way different from GTA 5, where like you feel like you can drive any car at any speed. So a nice hybrid of that would be pretty cool. Again, I'm really confused about the cop part of this thing, like being a good guy, because it is Grand Theft Auto. So unless you're like a dirty cop, I don't see how this would work. And I also don't know why Rockstar would limit you from doing the things that makes Grand Theft Auto, like crashing your car or just shooting people if you want to. It just seems like a weird restriction, and I don't think people would like that character all that much. And then some of the other things he describes was like one of the missions you go on. At this point in time, anyone could pretty much make up anything here as far as like the gameplay goes. That's very similar to GTA 5, though, how you can't switch characters during missions, especially if one is doing one thing and another is doing another. So not really surprising there. It seems like there's going to be a mixture of elements from Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm fine with because RDR2 improved on a lot of things, especially from Grand Theft Auto 5. And then you've got a couple of other things as well. The interaction menu is like Red Dead Redemption 2, so if you were a fan of that, you'll be a fan of this in GTA 6. Gameplay-wise, looks on par with Red Dead. I'm assuming it's still in development. If this is true, I would imagine the graphics would be able to improve a little bit, especially because it looks like this game is going to be made for PS5 and Xbox Series X. Red Dead Redemption 2 was made for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so there's obviously going to be a difference there. I do like the fact that you have to carry guns and equipment in your car. I loved that about Red Dead Redemption 2, that you could only put certain guns like on your back and you couldn't carry all of them at once. And I do like in GTA 6, if this is true, that you would only be able to carry guns on you and you wouldn't be able to conceal large weapons. Like you wouldn't be able to have a rocket launcher in your pocket. That just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. So I am glad that Rockstar has made that move, if indeed this is true. I do like improving the wanted system in GTA 5. It's a little wacky with like how sensitive the cops are and then how kind of ridiculous the getaway system is. So I do hope that that changes just a little bit. I think it's pretty obvious you'll be able to change clothing and hair. The weight thing I'm not sure about, though. That was a big feature in GTA San Andreas, but it hasn't really returned since. And then that's pretty much it. So to give you guys my opinion here, I am going to lean towards this is fake. I just don't see Rockstar having 50% of the characters you play being a cop that's limited on the things you can do in a normal Grand Theft Auto game. It just doesn't seem right. And it also seems weird how this individual got to play the game. Are they like a play tester? Why did they only get a small portion of the game? Were the people watching like Rockstar people? And why didn't they let them explore other parts of the map or even open the map per se? So all of that to me sounds a little bit weird. So I'm not really too sure why that's the case. But I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think about this Grand Theft Auto 6 leak that was posted today here on 4chan? I'm leaning fake, but I'm always going to have like that 1% of cautious optimism that this might be true, that our characters might be Sebastian and Mateo, that we might be in Vice City. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.